Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is August 5th, 2026, and we are looking at Proverbs chapter 5. We're going to look at verse 1, and then I'm going to jump over to verse 9. Proverbs chapter 5, verse 1. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Listen closely to my understanding, so that you may maintain discretion and your lips safeguard knowledge. Solomon goes on to talk about the lips of, or the voice of, a forbidden woman, or a stranger who has perverse speech, and how it is very tempting to move down that path. And absolutely true. Here's somebody talk about how their life is grand and they have all these opportunities and things sound wonderful. And you might be tempted to go down that path. But Solomon says in verse 9, or verse 8, keep away from her. Don't go near the door of her house. Otherwise, you will give up your vitality to others and your years to someone cruel. Yesterday, I got a phone call from someone who said they were with a company that I do business with. And they wanted to thank me for my long-standing commitment to their company, and they wanted to give me a 35% discount on my monthly bill. I mean, who wouldn't want that? I don't care what monthly service you have, 35% is a pretty good deal, right? And they were explaining to me that they were going to go ahead and get that information logged in and do that for me. They just needed me to go to my email and get them the 6-digit verification code that they sent me so they could access my information. The person said their name was Steve, even though they barely spoke English, and I could hear the data mining center in the background. And I told the person, I said, look, I appreciate the opportunity to work with you. I just need to know, because this was true, I have 2 accounts with that company, one for the church and one for my personal life. Which one are we talking about? You can tell me that without logging into my stuff, and then we can go from there. And I'll know what I need to know. And they just kept insisting I give them the 6-digit code. And I quickly informed Steve that his name really wasn't Steve, that he wasn't of a nationality that would use that name that way. And that what he was trying to do was hack into my account and change all my credentials, and that's why he needed that code. And he hung up on me. The seduction was very, very real. And had I not been paying attention to the things I've learned over the years and to what was actually being said, I would have gone to the grave lamenting about how the fact that I let some scammer take advantage of me. You know, that's a real world example of what Solomon had to talk about here. And while we always take this to the sex side of things, or at least I always did, it is a very real world piece of wisdom, isn't it? A stranger with great words and great promises lures you into a false sense of security and even maybe pleasure and enjoyment, just so that they can take everything you've got. Guys, it's not always about sex. Often, it's about real life. We have to be on guard. Just real life example for you today. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.